Yo, it's your boy Mike T, owner of Naked Athletics, Las Vegas, Nevada, and welcome back to the Naked Truth. Yeah.
My biggest problem in life was overcoming myself. But once I defeated myself, the only thing left was peace.
Niggas be talking like this shit easy or something, you heard me?
They do.
Nah, nigga, I make this shit look easy, you heard me?
See, sometimes people think they can be you better than you can be you. Every time they tell you that I'ma beat you the fuck back up, nigga. Took a lot of losses, had to bounce back. She got ass loving when it bounced back. Came back strong, had to bounce back. Applying pressure, watch a nigga bounce back. Pushing, I ball in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Like, what we gon' talk about? Ain't shit to talk about. I pull a calls on these niggas, I call them out. Pushing, yeah. Pushing, I'm in his face and he think that I'm pushing. Major mistake if you think that I'm pussy.
What's going on? It's your boy Mike T with the Naked Truth. And of course, y'all know I'm the owner of Naked Athletics here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we have the beautiful Dawn. We're gonna dive right into who she is and what she does.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me,
No problem.
first and foremost. My name is Dawn, and I do a couple of things actually. Speak up? All right. I do a couple of things actually. My main thing that I do is life insurance. That's what I've been doing since I retired.
We all need it.
Absolutely. That's what I've been doing since I retired from the Air Force, but I'm also a mobile notary. I make skincare products and jewelry, and I'm dabbling into, well, I'm not going to say dabbling, I am on my way to becoming a certified Reiki practitioner.
Okay.
I'm going to work my way up to Reiki Master so I can help do some energy healing with people.
Yeah, let them know the detail on what's Reiki.
Reiki deals with energy healing. It balances the electromagnetic fields within inside our bodies and helps us stay balanced. Definitely if you kind of feeling off and you're going through some things and you're always feeling kind of depressed and you can't necessarily figure out why, well, your chakras may be blocked.
Okay.
So you might need to get them realigned and just spend some time.
Unblocked.
Absolutely. So you gotta spend some time to make sure the whole person is right. So that's my goal. That's
Not just the mental, but the physical and the
absolutely
spiritual.
Absolutely.
Okay. So tell us more about life insurance and why it's so important to have.
Man.
We all know, but you give us detail.
Well, honestly, we don't all know.
Okay.
I can tell you from doing this for almost 3 years now that we don't all know how truly important life insurance actually is. And it's one of the biggest assets that, as a black person, that we can utilize to help create some generational wealth for our families. And that's the number one area where we are severely lacking.
Yeah, so you ain't got a dime, you selling,
Absolutely.
sugar straws and licorice on Martin Luther King no more?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Listen, 96% of African Americans do not have life insurance.
96%.
Outside of a work policy.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, the average black person is going to say, you know what, I have life insurance through my job, which is great. I will always tell you to get life insurance through your job. However, you should always have a policy outside of work that you own and control.
Okay.
The simple fact is that the average person in their adult life will switch jobs maybe at least 5 times.
Yes.
So that's potentially 5 different life insurance policies that you paid into and really got nothing out of. And it doesn't benefit your family unless you die while you're working at that job.
Oh, wow.
So most people don't carry those life insurance policies over, and they are fairly cheap because it's an actual group policy, so everybody that you're employed with is participating into it. So you may be only paying like $7 each pay period for maybe like $50,000 worth of coverage.
Okay.
But you got to ask yourself, am I staying at this job? Is this long term? And do I plan on working here until I die? Chances are no.
You're right, that's correct.
And chances are most people actually only have a job and not a career. So that means when they leave that job, there's no severance package. So again, you're walking away with no life insurance.
Oh, yeah.
So now let's get away from that and let's look at how the wealthy utilize life insurance.
Yeah, tell us.
The wealthy have been utilizing life insurance to continue to add tax-free money to their family's inheritance. Yeah, tax-free. I love saying that part because I need people to understand that you can leave tax-free money behind to your loved ones. And that's how, we think that they got rich, by business and all of this other stuff. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of them receive inheritances from life insurance.
So they can start their own businesses and start their own careers.
Absolutely.
And pay for school.
And buy a house or
Buy
a
a
down
house,
payment on
start
a
a
car,
house, correct.
whatever. You know, they're utilizing life insurance the way that it's actually intended, which is to help create wealth
Correct.
for generations to come. And that's where we're dropping the ball big time in the black community. And we have to learn how life insurance can actually benefit us, so that we can start to make sure that everybody from the newest baby
Correct.
on up to Papa and Mima and all of them have
that's
policies.
correct.
And Uncle
Mama.
Earl
Yeah.
and Betty Joe, you know, everybody should have
Yeah.
life insurance.
And it's at that affordable price. You're talking about $7 per pay period. So that's what, $15, $20 a month.
So that's a group policy though.
Okay.
But an outside policy, I'll give you an example. I literally just helped a 19-year-old yesterday get a policy, $50,000, and his premium is $12.96 a month.
Got you.
Not a pay period, a month.
Wow.
$12 a month.
And what is that? Was that like accidental deaths? Is that
That is-
suicide?
no.
I mean, is that
No.
all? If somebody killed themselves, like, you
So-
still get paid?
Well, most life insurance policies have a 2-year contestability clause. So if somebody was to commit suicide within the first 2 years of having that policy, the life insurance company could potentially not pay out should they decide to investigate it and it's ruled a suicide. So then the family will not get life insurance. But if it's past the 2 years, it will potentially pay out completely. And that's one of the things life insurance companies started noticing, that people were getting policies because they were in financial debt and then killing themselves.
Oh, wow. And then leaving money for the next
family.
person.
Right. So they put that in there to protect themselves. But, you know, aside from that, the average person is not thinking about killing themselves.
Yeah.
But they're also not thinking about insuring themselves, which is crazy.
Correct.
You got insurance on your cell phone.
Right.
You got car insurance.
That is correct.
And you know, we don't even think about putting insurance on material things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just do it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
offer you that insurance, and we just do it. But putting insurance on ourselves is
Kind
like
of crazy. Like, oh man, really? I'm gonna spend $15 a month, but you're spending $200-$300 on your
on a car that you're not going to keep for the rest of your
That you
life.
can't
Like
drive
this,
to the grave.
this right here is you. This all
That
you
is
for the rest
correct.
of your life.
That
So
is
why would
correct.
you not insure that?
So
You know
what
I mean?
about on the health part of it? Say if you're not 100% healthy,
There's still
you know,
policies out there
still
for
policies
you.
for that. That still carries.
Yes.
There really no excuses then.
There really isn't.
Okay.
We can. I am a broker, so that means I can find a policy for anybody, regardless of your health or anything like that. There is a policy out there that, at the very least, would make sure your family wasn't having to rely on GoFundMe or car
Yeah.
washes and fish fries to try to bury
Cash app.
any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
put a policy in place, even if it just has to be a small policy, because having a small policy is 100% better than having no policy
No,
at
but
all.
correct. Because it's gonna take. What is the average to bury a person?
The average funeral is between $10,000 to $25,000. The average American has less than $500 in their savings account. So who's gonna pay
So
for
I ain't got
that?
nothing in my savings.
So first of all, I'm gonna need you to work on that.
Nah, I do. I got about $5 left. I think that's what I started with to open an account.
But the reality
Yeah.
is, you know, like people don't have money set aside, and you know, nobody's thinking about what if something happens. Where are we gonna
Nobody
get this money
thinks
from?
for the next day. Everybody's
Right,
like, here's
for today. And
Right.
granted, like I said, the cost is so minimal that you can put it on direct, you know, have it directly
Yeah.
coming out of your check that
You
you're
won't
not
even
even
see it. You won't
thinking
even
about.
miss it.
But and
You
here's the
spend that
other.
on fast food. To be honest with
You
you.
spend that on fast food, cigarettes, alcohol,
Correct.
turning up, Starbucks.
Turning up. Club.
If you
getting
just
it.
cut out one of those things
Yeah.
once a month, there's your policy.
You're able to leave something for your babies.
But check this
Right.
out. So instead of having to pull the family together to do a GoFundMe to pay for a funeral, what if you ran into a financial bind for a couple of months, the family came together to pay your monthly premiums
Right.
so that your policy stayed in place?
Correct.
You're talking about $50 as opposed to $10,000.
Correct. Wow.
So we got to start. We have to start looking at the big game. We have to start looking at the big picture and making sure that we're setting our families up for the future. And life insurance is not just for when you die. Policies now have what's called living benefits, so that if you get sick right now
Right.
and you have excessive medical bills,
Right.
you can actually pull money from your life insurance to help pay for those.
bills.
Right, and you still have a death benefit left over, but you can recover in peace.
Right.
You don't have to go into debt, and there's still money left over when the time comes to bury you.
Yes, that is very, very important.
Absolutely. 60% of all home foreclosures are due to medical emergencies and people not having the money to pay for
So
their.
they pull it from the house.
They know they lose the house because they can't afford to keep up with the bills. Because think about it, if you work at a job, so if you get sick and you have to take time off, you're getting workman's comp. So your pay is now cut to about 60% of what you normally make. Most people can't survive off 100% of what they normally make.
That is true.
So imagine you have to take time off because you had a heart attack or a stroke or you had to have surgery. So now you're trying to survive off of 60%.
Correct.
But your bills didn't get cut down.
No, I didn't.
And you added more bills because now you got co-pay and all of this other stuff that your HMO might not necessarily cover.
That's correct.
And if you're a holistic person like myself, they don't cover holistic medications. That's straight out of pocket. They don't cover holistic treatments. They don't cover experimental treatments.
Tell them what holistic is.
So holistic treatments is natural herbs. You know, it's basically the stuff you got right here.
Correct.
You know, nature has already provided us with everything that we need in order to take care of ourselves, to heal ourselves,
Minerals,
and to stay
vitamins.
healthy and fit. But pharmaceutical companies have such a hold on the medical field that they pre-package all of these herbs and put their spin on it
That is
and
correct.
make us dependent on pharmaceuticals.
Codependent, correct.
So that's a subject for a whole other day. Man, that's a whole can of worms right there.
Because that's how they rich stay rich.
It is.
Pharmaceuticals. We ought to know that's one of the great reasons why Nipsey went down, because he was actually creating a whole different. You know, I can't talk about that right now. Listen, we here now. So Don, so tell us. How can they get tuned into your website, your life insurance, your phone number, connection on that?
Absolutely.
We got more, but we just want to lock y'all in on this one.
You can find me on Instagram, Generational Wealth Solutions LLC. You can find me on Facebook, Generational Wealth Solutions, powered by Equus Financial. Or if you forget all of that, you can call me, 702-330-5706. And I'm able to help anybody. It doesn't matter what state you live in. I can get licensed in all 50 states. And I am more than willing to get licensed anywhere I need to be able to help as many families as
excuses.
possible. None whatsoever.
Excuses only satisfy the individual giving them. Understand that. But we got more to come. Y'all will take a short break. This is Don. Stay tuned.
I know perfect timing feels like I'm too late. And I know I'm still great in spite of my mistakes. You know it's authentic every rhyme I say. My only regret is I made niggas wait.
I could have got that. Stop, I'm just gonna let it
Oh,
run.
we upset. All right, we back on?
Yeah, we back.
We back and we black, and not just the colors we wear. All right, we here. So we here with Dawn again. You still here? She gonna talk about more that she actually does, and that's books, and that's stones.
Absolutely.
Tell us,
Man.
please, educate us, please.
By all means. So I also have 2 books of poetry that are available. The first one was published in 2007. The second one was published in 2013, and they are available on Amazon.com. The first book is entitled More Than Poetry, 1993 Until Infinity. And the second book is entitled A Journey Through Infinity. And like I said, they're both available print on demand, Amazon.com, authorhouse.com. Poetry is another passion of mine. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about life insurance, but I'm also passionate about poetry.
Poetry is life.
Man, listen, like I've been able to write about some of my darkest, bleakest moments through poetry, and it
heals. It definitely is. Writing heals, reading heals, but writing your own poetry is a whole different frame of life. Like poetry is life for me. So
oh my goodness, absolutely.
You understand? People, when they read it, it's just like they can feel your presence just by the words that you're saying.
And that is always the goal. But for me, like I tell people, I write from the heart. So if you're able to feel it, that means you felt my heart right there.
Exactly.
And it touched you, and I'm happy about that.
How long you been doing it?
I've been writing poetry. Honestly, I really started in in middle school. So I used to dabble in it in middle school, and then my friends, both male and female, they knew that I could write poetry. So they used to always hit me up and be like, hey, I like this girl. Right, or I like this guy. Can you write me a poem for that? And so I would write a poem, you know, put it in a guy's voice, or put it in a girl's voice, write a poem for them and give it to them, and you know, and then it just grew from there. And then I really got into it in high school. Me and 3 of my friends started writing our senior year of high school, and I just started keeping them. My aunt encouraged me to keep my poetry. And then after I started sharing my poems with my aunt, she was like, you need to publish these. So, you know, that was in 93, and like I said, I didn't publish my first book until 2007, because I'm never really worried about the time frame that stuff happens, because I believe everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. So I got my first book published in 2007, and you know, been writing ever since.
Ain't nothing like it. It's nothing like
Oh, it's the best thing ever.
I'm trying to tell you.
And so
tell us about these stuff. Wait, hold on. So what's your next book?
Well, I'm going to publish a children's book first. Both of them are already written. I'm publishing a children's book and my 3rd book of poetry. Both are already completed. But I want to put the children's book out first, and then put the 3rd book of poetry out.
Speaking on as far as this children's book.
It's called
educate them?
It's called The Color of Love, and it's talking about racism. You know, it's from our perspective. It's talking about the color of love. Yeah, so and it's so like I said, I just have to find somebody to do the artwork for it, and then I'll be able to get that book out.
The Color of Love. I'm looking forward to this myself.
Yeah. So, you know, if you got...
tell me that one. You snuck that Color of Love. That is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
To educate our youth, our black African-American youth, embrace that.
Yep.
I love it. Look forward to that, y'all. I got to look Don up. Don is the bomb.com. Tell us about these stones now, then.
So, I make skincare products. You can find that on Instagram as well, Soulful Creations 23. And I also have a store on Etsy, Soulful Creations 23. I started making skincare products, you know, because most of the stuff that you buy in the store, these companies don't care what they put in our products, and a lot of stuff they put in there is hazardous to our health. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna start making my own
this
stuff.
Kitchen and I'm
whipping and stirring. Let me go ahead.
I'm a
whipping and stirring, man.
You know, I remember when I was a kid, we used to use Crisco. My grandma used to just be running out of shit. She just, your whole face, forehead, your arm. You used to go outside crispy as hell. Come in there black.
Is that how you got so dark?
Exactly. That's how I got so dark.
Okay.
They sent me outside to play with Crisco on my damn forehead. I kid you, this is the truth. On my feet, everything was just oil. Just go out there and play.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, I'm sliding on everything. I was the fastest one down the slide, I promise. That's how they did me. That's how they did me. I'm telling you, man. So it's remedy. So you use a lot of natural things.
Yes. I buy everything all natural and organic and vegan for the skincare products. I make body butter, deodorant, toothpaste, hair oil, leave-in conditioner, lip balms.
You got something for the girls to get their edges back?
I do not. I do not.
I mean, that's how you know you're efficient. You can whip up that thing and your edges come back.
Hey.
You're efficient. You ain't got that going
No,
yet?
I don't. Listen, because I do so much, like I have to limit, you know, what I do. And now, you know, I've stared dabbling in jewelry making. As you can see here, bracelets.
They are very beautiful.
Man, and a good portion of them are energy stones to help you heal. And so what I do, you know, now, we don't know how to put our phones on vibrate.
I didn't know it was on.
Nice work.
Y'all. My bad, y'all. But we back.
So now what I started doing when I make people's jewelry, when I make bracelets and everything, before I send them out to their intended recipient, I make sure I sage them, clear anybody else's energy off of
Tell them what sage does. They hear it a lot, but they don't know exactly what sage does.
Sage smudging is the act of smudging. It cleanses the energy around objects and people, and it helps you to, again, stay balanced, keep all that negative energy away from you.
Correct.
So, and you know, like I was telling you earlier, I literally have stones everywhere. Stones are all in my car, they're in my work bag, they're in my wallet, they're all over my house, they're all over my bedroom. I wear them every single day because I believe in protecting my energy.
have to protect your essence, your energy, your power,
Absolutely,
your
because
zen.
it's a lot of negative people out here, and I don't need that negativity attached. I'm trying to work on all of this and keep all of this balanced. I don't have time for nobody else's energy.
And again, when you're dealing with the public, you got to know how to keep that fence around you. And those stones make a hell of a difference.
Yes, they
Knowing
do.
yourself makes a difference. So I totally understand. You can't take that energy home or to your loved ones. You know what I mean?
And you know what's so dope is, you know, when Lauren started talking about Nipsey when he passed, and she said that he smudged them every single day before they left the house.
Wow.
And when they came back, to make sure that when they walked outside, their energy was already balanced. And then when they came back home, they balanced their energy again. Because people's energy, man,
it will take you down.
It can, especially if you're around a bunch of negative people. Then you take on their energy and you start feeling drained and like,
that is correct.
what just
it will drain you. It will drain your spirit.
Yes.
Like, you got to always be mindful of what you connect to. Because either it can charge you or it can drain you.
Yeah.
Them are the only two pros and cons with that. So
build and destroy.
That is the only thing. So something is with you, you can actually feel the energy. Something against you, you can always feel it pulling away from you.
Yeah.
So that saging is one of the greatest things that you can have to do for yourself and your household.
Oh, absolutely.
Correct.
Anytime I have like outside people, you know, technicians or whatever coming in to do the cable, anything like that, after they leave, go ahead and
I don't know.
up out of here.
Right, who ain't smell right anyway, you know.
I don't know what you had going on, but I don't want it left up in here.
We don't want that.
And so now, you know, I've even started smoking some of the herbs like mugwort and lavender and stuff because it's very
so you
relaxing.
jump from the weeds to smoking lavender.
Yes.
Oh, I ain't never smoking lavender.
It's
lavender
very relaxing though.
If you might get high as hell on
No.
lavender, throw that up.
You will be so relaxed.
You got some of that lavender?
Yes, you will be so
I ain't never,
relaxed.
you can do that?
Yes, a lot of these herbs you can smoke them.
I gotta try
You
this.
smoke them in a pipe. I bought a pipe. It's a wooden pipe. You can buy any kind of pipe.
Yeah.
Crack pipe, regular pipe.
You better teach how to do some, mix some drugs in a minute, y'all. Y'all stay tuned with this one. Come on, go ahead, tell us about how you do it. So lavender.
So you buy it whole.
As well?
Yeah, you buy it whole and you put it in the pipe and just light it and smoke it.
What kind of feeling does it give you?
Oh my gosh, like
You be freaky?
so relaxed.
Off that lavender? I ain't never got turned off of lavender.
You just
You
be
feel me?
relaxed.
This might be a
And the crazy thing is, like, if you Google it, they will tell you, like, you can, a lot of these herbs, mugwort, sage, you can even smoke sage, lavender, chamomile, a lot of those herbs are okay for you to smoke.
I mean, I've heard this, but for her to actually tell me this,
Yes, or you can drink them. So what you do is,
it's a mineral.
yes, but you put them in one of those metal mesh balls for teas,
Yeah.
because all it is loose, you know, it's the whole herb. So you put it in the little mesh ball, pour some hot water over it, let it sit for like 15 minutes, and then you can drink it, and it has the same effect. It's gonna calm the bejesus out of you. Yes,
So you be sitting there looking like,
basically. Or you know, if you want to smoke the weed, smoke weed.
because I work out so much, like a lot of times I'll be having to calm down, my body be so tired, so I do one of those gummies. And those gummies here, I was sitting there watching TV, the wall moved. I was like, I know I'm high. I am high. But the thing about it, it creeps up on you. Like you be laying there just doing something, you like, what, just the bed move? I'm hearing cats. I said, I got a cat. I know I got a cat. I'm trying to tell you, but them gummies will mess you up.
Yeah.
So I can just imagine with some lavender.
That stuff is instant. Like it's instant.
Oh, I need me a lavender gummy around this month.
I don't know if they're gonna make them in gummies, but I'm telling you, you can
Yeah, you
smoke
talk
it.
about my eyes be so tight. So I can just imagine when I'm in like, huh? What?
They gonna be like, is he awake for real?
How you working out with your eyes closed? Professional.
I'm using the force.
Yeah, the force is with me. It was y'all. So yeah, so the stove. So I gotta try that though. Like you really got my mind.
Yes.
But I don't even know how you put one. That's why you got them on here so many. You just put one in the pipe, plug it right up in the car. You know I knew so tricky about you, Don. Yeah. So okay. So how long you been doing this?
I've been smoking mugwort for the last month.
Mugwort.
And then I was reading, something told me last night, I wonder if I can smoke lavender. And I looked it up, and then I was like, what? I can smoke the lavender too?
So
I mixed
you
them.
down.
Yeah. Calms you right on down. And I got some great sleep.
Tell what mugwort is.
Mugwort is it's another herb, and a lot of people use it for lucid dreams. Yeah, it's another one of those that calms you down, but a lot of people have
vivid dreams.
Yes.
Yeah. Not hallucinations.
Not
but
hallucinations, but dreams. And man, listen.
It's real?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I gotta try this.
Oh my goodness. And for us, it's very good with helping with our cycles, helping decrease cramps and things like that. Mugwort. So
Drugs, their aspirins, their codeine, their rounds of medicine that keep you addicted to it, to where they can create more and more money.
And check this out. So I actually was just I saw an article, because you know I'm a veteran, where it said that the VA now is starting to look more into holistic treatment, trying to get away from a lot of the pharmaceuticals.
But I'm gonna tell you what that's gonna do. Now they're gonna get in between that as well. Just like you're doing with the marijuana. So they couldn't control it, so they made it legal so they can get their taxation off of it. Now it's not gonna be as pure once the government gets connected to it.
However, my favorite places to go, herbally grounded, and there's a couple of other herbal stores in here, so I'll go to all of those and get what I need. I'll just keep buying from them because I know it's 100% pure.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's the way to go. I mean, it gets you winged off a lot of these drugs. For a lot of this stuff like headaches, depression,
insomnia, all of that stuff.
There's a lot of great herbs and minerals that can actually help you. You just gotta read, y'all. A lot of us do not read and educate ourselves. But
so there is a great book. It's called How to Herbs. It talks about all the herbs out here, and it tells you what they're good for, and it even tells you how to combine them for certain things. And I bought that book, and so I make my own supplements, kind of like you.
Correct, got to.
Yeah, I make my own supplements, but I bottle all of mine up by hand.
That's a lot of pills.
It is.
You in there with powder everywhere, like New Jack City.
Sell the coke, cook the coke, cut it.
She in there chopping it and mixing it.
Real talk, if you look at my personal Instagram, you'll see I just have bowls of herbs in powder form or whatever from when I'm peeling up.
You got a lot of damn free time, but sound like.
I really don't though. Like, dude, I have to, because everything that I do, I have to manage. On the weekends is when I make the jewelry, make the skincare products, and anything else that requires, me to physically make, like life insurance and mobile notary. I do that typically Monday through Thursday. I'm out and about doing all of that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I'm a mobile notary too. So you can find that on Instagram and Facebook, RBG Mobile Notary. So if you're local to Las Vegas and you need a notary for anything, lock my information in 702-330-5706. You can use that phone number for skincare products, mobile notary, and life insurance. That number will get you to me in the blink of an eye.
You know what? This lady right here is amazing. I mean, black lady. Tell me about the service that you did.
Did 20 years in the Air Force. 9 years out here at Nellis. I ended my career in Alamogordo, New Mexico, Holloman Air Force Base. But, a lot of people ask me, would I do it again? I absolutely would, for the benefits. Did I experience any racism or anything like that? Absolutely.
Everywhere.
Absolutely. It's male-dominated. The military is still male-dominated, so you're going to deal with the, racism, sexism, and you guys have seen the reports of the sexual assaults and all of that stuff that take place there. Because
really that bad?
I mean, we're getting the same people that are walking the streets of any other city that have that capability already that are joining, the military. The only thing is they just haven't been caught yet.
Yeah. Or they turn a blind eye to it.
Or that.
Right. So to do 20 years, that speaks loud.
Yeah. After that first 10, I was like, well, shoot, I might as well go ahead and do 20 and get a check.
Get money.
Might as well.
So, she is just amazing, y'all. So give us your social feeds. Give us where we can find you again. Because they need to know and hear and talk to you, because she has a lot of positive energy, a lot of positive things to say. And empowerment is key, and she is excellent with it. You know what I mean? So go ahead, give me that.
All right, so again, my phone number 702-330-5706. Instagram for Mobile Notary, RBG Mobile Notary is the same thing on Facebook. For life insurance on Instagram is Generational Wealth Solutions LLC. On Facebook is Generational Wealth Solutions powered by Equus Financial. And then for the skincare products and jewelry, it's Soulful Creations 23 on Instagram or on Etsy.
Okay, see? You got it here first, man. This is Don Douglas, the amazing Don Douglas. And we be back because we be black. I salute you, Don. Salute. Yeah.